once again drilling at the South Zone and trying to expand that as we work towards a maiden resource. So lots of news on the horizon, lots of catalysts, and we're going to be very busy.
Welcome to Assay TV. For viewers tuning in, I'm very pleased to be speaking with Gareth Thomas today. Gareth is President and CEO and Director of Westhaven Gold. And Westhaven Gold is a Canadian exploration company advancing several high-grade gold discoveries in British Columbia. Gareth, hello.
Hey, Adam. Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah, welcome. Could we start with just a quick snapshot of the company for new investors who might be tuning into this?
Sure. Westhaven is based in Vancouver, and our flagship, in fact, all our properties are on what's called the Spences Bridge Gold Belt, which is about, our flagship is our Shovelnose, but we have 3 other projects covering a little over 37,000 hectares. We own those 100% outright, and our flagship is our Shovelnose, which we'll be updating your viewers on today, and that's about a 2.5-hour drive from Vancouver. So very good location, and I'm up here in Merritt right now, about 30 minutes from where our drills are turning.
Excellent, thank you. So Shovelnose, yeah, as you said, the flagship project, it's located in a great gold belt. Could you tell us about that and then give us the update on some of the drilling that you've been doing there?
Yeah, so Shovelnose was something we acquired actually when we went public. It was our qualifying transaction. And we acquired that based on the prospectivity of this Spences Bridge Gold Belt, which is relatively unknown, really underexplored. In fact, the first drill hole on this whole entire belt was in 2005. So if you put that in perspective, we're 40 kilometers as a crow flies from the largest open pit mine in Canada, yet this belt had not had a drill hole on it.
Fantastic. Yeah, it's an exciting new region to be discovering new deposits in. So what's been going on with your actual drilling? You know, you've made some high-grade gold and silver discoveries quite recently then. Could you take us through those?
Sure. So I'll just go back briefly to the initial high-grade discovery. Like I said, we've had this project since 2011. Markets weren't exactly favorable for a very small junior explorer like us. So we were doing little jobs here and there, drilling quite small programs. Then fast forward to 2018, where we made a major high-grade discovery, 17.7 meters of 24.5 grams. Followed that up with 100 meters to the south, 46 meters of almost 9 grams per ton gold. So we're definitely put Westhaven on the map of sort of big discoveries, which was nice. And we followed that up pretty consistently up until now. Here we are in 2021. To this year, we started drilling in February, on February 4th, which is another good thing I should add here. It's year-round exploration. We're not, in the Golden Triangle. Golden Triangle is a great place to be, but you get a lot of snow, often not road accessible. So here it's very nice, right off a major highway. So we've been drilling since February 4th. We've made, just last week, we announced our FMN discovery, which was 16 meters of 9 grams per ton gold. And that was about 400 meters from our last discovery we announced just before Christmas in the FMN. So we're what's called the gap zone. So we're closing this gap between the FMN and Franz, which we also announced last year. We found a new discovery. So all in all, we've had about 4 new discoveries since the start of 2020. And this one's looking very, very interesting. We're seeing lots of holes here where we're seeing 10 plus meters of quartz vein. In fact, talking to Peter Fischel, our exploration manager yesterday, this recent hole in the FMN is the largest continuous quartz vein we've hit next to the South Zone hole SN 1815. So we see 20 plus meters of pure quartz veining here. Whether we're quite in the right zone yet is up for grabs, but we're certainly into something quite interesting. Then we have another rig drilling on our South Zone, which will be working its way to a maiden resource here in Q4. So lots of good things coming out of the South Zone, where we hope to be adding additional ounces there as well. So lots of exciting things happening up here. Hence why I'm up here.
Yeah, excellent. And it's great that you can get up to the site and continue the work. In terms of some of the attributes of Shovelnose, you mentioned, it's year-round drilling, slightly favorable conditions compared to other sites, perhaps in Canada. Are there some other qualities, infrastructurally?
Yeah, well, here I am in Merritt, a city of about 10,000 people. Definitely has really everything you need in terms of infrastructure parts. I will say one thing with COVID, I think everyone, it's been a challenging year and a bit here, but getting some parts and things are, as we know, lumber is terribly expensive. So some things are a little bit of a hindrance, but Merritt, you have everything here, a great community. Wonderful workforce. We have about half our staff in Merritt here is local. In fact, First Nations band. So it's a great workforce, good infrastructure. And like I said, we're half an hour to the drill site from here today. So yeah, very, very unique advantage, I think, for us in considerations. I've worked in Canada's Arctic before, where you could take 18 hours to get to site, then you need a helicopter, and it's all fun, and there's obviously a lot of prospectivity in places, but here it's we're pretty lucky here.
Yeah, certainly. Okay, so what are the next steps in the drilling campaign then?
So we're, as mentioned there, we're at the FMN, closing that gap towards the Franz. We discovered that last August, was an outcrop on surface. So after we fill this gap, we're actually going back to do an uppercut on that, where we announced the 16 meters and 9 grams. We're 100 meters north of there, where we think we might be that big quartz vein. We might be a little low in the system there. So we're looking to uppercut that. Then we're heading to northwest of Franz, where we think there's a very good possibility what we were drilling last year had been down faulted. So we're going to be doing an undercut to 124 last year, where Peter and Robin and the team think, even from seeing geophysics, that's a pretty obvious downfault. So we think the mineralization at Franz is still there. It's just being faulted. So we're very keen to get there. Then we're in the midst of our talking about getting a third rig here in the next month to hit some of these exploration targets, where we have hundreds of them that we're busy behind the scenes here narrowing down these targets. But we got lots of targets that we're delineating here, and we're just sort of narrowing them down to make sure they're all ready to drill. Then that will be a third rig on there. Then once again, drilling at the South Zone and trying to expand that as we work towards a maiden resource. So lots of news on the horizon, lots of catalysts, and we're going to be very busy.
Yeah, it's excellent. Lots of opportunity and lots of news flow on the horizon. And just for shareholders looking at the company and the stock, you're a pretty good value at the moment, but it's an excellent gold price environment out there at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, I think every president, CEO will tell you they're undervalued, but I mean, the truth being, if I'm being very honest, which I like to say I am, yeah, I thought our stock would have been a lot higher from just our announcement last week, and we're not exactly sure why that is, and I'm not making excuses. We're not here to dwell on that. We're going to get this higher, and there's a lot more exciting news coming. Lots of boots on the ground there, and once again, even though we're going towards a maiden resource here, we're still very much a drill bit story, and we're looking to find more South Zones and add multi-million ounces here. And yeah, it's a very unique, I think, exploration play with a twist of probably a good resource coming out as well. So lots of things on the go.
Yep, absolutely. Excellent. Well, Gareth, it's great to get an update on the drilling program, and we look forward to hearing some more of the news flow later in the year as you progress with what seems like a really busy schedule for this spring-summer period.
I appreciate your time, Adam.
Yeah, thanks for chatting with us today.